Dear friends, good morning. Now it is the annual 2020 WeChat Open Class. I'm not here on site, but actually I did it on purpose. On the first Open Class, I said it is a waste of time to attend all kinds of meetings, and also said we have to speak by using the products. WeChat never had any pressure. I think the launch of the new product and WeChat is our pressure. And my colleagues persuaded me that actually the open class is not a pressure, it is a meeting for all the developers. Indeed, for the outside, it may have some curiosities or misunderstanding of the WeChat. So the open class is a platform for WeChat to explain our thoughts and ideas. Last year, I have been thinking that now we have a very large team. We have a lot of problems shifting from how to do to what to do. At WeChat, we used to focus on perfecting every feature we launched. Today, we are thinking more about what we should prioritize and dedicate our efforts. For our team, at the early stage, it is a test of our ability of products, but now it's a test of our ability of organization. I hope we have excellent thinkers in each field. So last year, I have been thinking, maybe I will not deliver a speech in the open class. And this year, I would like to give the time to my colleagues to bring you more thoughts about our team. But of course, I have some of my thinkings I would like to share with you. Never in the history that millions of people are watching their mobile phones and browse all kinds of information, and people spending a lot of time on WeChat. So I have been thinking a lot. As a tool or platform to pass information, every move of ourselves may change the flow of information. Gene editing is an unnatural choice because human beings change the course of the natural progress. Similarly, the technological progress also changed the way we think. We could see the visions from far side, and also we can hear the sound from a far end. In the past, people walk to understand the world, but now it depends on all the information he obtained. So the amount and the quality of the information is always being the top priority that WeChat has been thinking about. However, the thinkings about the connectivity of information comes after the development of the mobile internet. With the rapid development of the mobile internet in recent years, everyone online at time is facing massive amount of information. This cannot be imagined even decades ago. Can we really control this kind of connectivity of information, or technology can guide or control the way we live? There are challenges regarding privacy, social relations, information dissemination, information diversity, and others which we should further explore and address. Historically, the more developed technology is, the more we should pay attention to user privacy. While we are enjoying convenience provided by technology, they should be cautious of their privacy. For example, the relations between targeted advertising and the user privacy should be watched. As a platform, we have massive amount of information. What can be used and what cannot be used? This is the information we have been thinking about. So we would like to appeal to all the other industries to attach great importance to this kind of information. So what you read or what you see determines what kind of people are you. So the internet can bring massive amount of information to all of you, but what kind of information you should obtain is a challenging question for all of us. As a matter of fact, many people do not want to obtain information actively they're actually receiving this kind of information passively. Many years ago, I said post will change the world because our users are getting lazier. And for WeChat, we also send out a lot of posts. Every post you receive will actually comes in the line of the information we will receive. So what kind of information we post decides on what are the information that the users will read or receive. This is the question we have to think about. And this is the way we are moving forward. So recommendation, I think, is a better word for that. Third, I would like to talk about the extension of the social relations and the complication it relates to that. Now we can see the social relations is getting more complicated. It can be reflected from the WeChat friends and also the WeChat groups. For example, you have groups for your college students and primary school students. And in history, some people are saying that one man could have a maximum of 150 friends. But however, in WeChat, you could have more friends than that. In the mobile internet era, you can have more friends that you could never imagine. At the earlier stage, like many people can have around like 5,000 friends. This is not the friend that we meant, but it can help us to reach out to the community and get more friends. At the beginning, when we promote this kind of function, I think it is a little bit anxious because it breaks down the border between myself and people around me. And this is always comes with the evolution of the WeChat. It is easy for us to break the threshold of the 5,000 friends, but it may create a kind of panic feelings to the people around. Fourth, the speed of the information circulation. On one hand, the information will be circulating much faster. So just within seconds, one incident can be spread out in different groups, and people can get to know the information. And also rumors spread out thousands of miles. So if people can hear this kind of information, that they will pass down this information mouse by mouse. As a platform to circulate information, we have many measures to circulate information. For example, we have more participants and the capacity to pass on the information. Fifth, it's very difficult for us to choose the correct information that we want to absorb. So in the past, we can choose what to read and what not to read. But as a matter of fact, we do not have the time to filter all of those information, so we can only see the partial information. For example, in the official account, it seems like you can follow this official account on your view, but you have some limitations on that. We also found some recommendations from the social apps. It feels like it is recommended by your friends, but sometimes it is also a matter of challenge for the selection. For some of the large accounts, so it may have a massive amount of followers, but some people are thinking maybe they could open another account. So later on, I will elaborate on that. Seventh, the difficulties for the search. Compared to the web, the mobile app is more segmented. It is very difficult to connect all the information. When we work on the mini apps, we hope all of the search can go deep inside of the mini apps. So even though it seems like the mini apps can support the function of the search, but we have to keep improving the mini apps. Only by having strong mini apps can we have more searches for the information. We talk a lot about the popularity of the information, diversity of the information, so I would like to elaborate on the diversity of the information. At the starting stage of the WeChat, I said we work on apps based on mobile. It is not like the way we did apps on the PC terminals, because we want to promote our products to everyone of the users. But we made two mistakes. The first one is the public platform. In the past, we only have a PC or web-based platform. And the second, which is also more important, is that at the beginning, we just want to use the official platform to replace the text. So the official account can send out group messages. It is not the content that matters. All kinds of the content can be acceptable by us. For example, the text, photos, and videos. But we publish a lot of articles as the content. So other kinds of content cannot be displayed. So this means that we need to make some improvements for the content. That's why I said the official account is not prepared for the media. And we also attach great importance to the content that could be created by every one of the users. That's the idea that we create the moment. For 1 billion people, it is very difficult for them to edit a text and publish them, but it is easier for them to publish photos. So that for the public account, we do not have this kind of platform for every user to publish their ideas, because they will not write articles every day. Just as what I said in the past sections of the open sections, the short content is one of our future targets. Hopefully this year we can release this kind of function, because the way of expression is the aspiration for every user. Spring Festival is coming, and in the red packet we also have some innovative ideas. So this is also a preview. So that's the end of my story sharing. Even though this time I'm not participating in the speech section for the open class, but I believe my colleagues will deliver excellent reports. Thank you.